I think martial practice, should, I think I said it in our last conversation, everyone should have some ability to protect what is valuable, right? And hopefully that includes your own health, right? And if you really train, some kind of martial, or again, if you don't, this is just, you're listening to this just for conversation, you never train martial arts, but just the principle, right, of protecting, and it could be psychological, like to be able to get in touch with yourself, your capacities, right? And again, you could do whatever, yoga or dancing or singing, and have a sense of your center and your value, right? And then also be able to protect it. I think that's what, I don't know what else. I mean, there's some therapeutic kind of treatments or practices that talk about setting boundaries and things like that. But what's built into martial practice is automatic, like your personal and psychological space. So not that all martial artists are good at setting boundaries and not letting people mess with them, but at least it's built into the practice. And if you have a good teacher and a good training partners, you can really cultivate, the self-protection aspect of being human, which is part of the martial kind of, and I think that's showing up in general public as people being so easily influenced, right? By, you can say negative, stimulation, like, oh, right? But as a martial artist, like if you really internalize, like, no, right? It's not like if your friend is having a bad day, you say, just get over it. But you can empathize, but also deep down, you're okay. You don't pick up, all those kind of influences that would just, drown you down. So it affects also your mental and physical health too. This you can say philosophy, but philosophy to me is not abstract. A good philosophy is absolutely 100% practical, which I think a lot of, if you're just sitting here listening to this, yeah, you may say, oh, this is just philosophy. But everything I spoke to, I was drawing from my own personal embodied experience. So hopefully if you have some training as martial artists or any kind of cultivator, that you can relate to what we shared. And if you don't, and you're motivated to, do some training, that, that some of our conversation was inspiring.
Yeah, that was good.